Hello and welcome to Scott's Kitchen. Recently I was thinking about back when I was a kid and the things that I used to cook. And when I was small, I, I loved to cook back then too. But I didn't really have any of the ingredients. I had no money to go to the store, no way to go to the store. So I really just had to make food from what I had in the kitchen. And growing up in the 70s, it was a pretty poor selection of stuff. One thing I liked to do though was make pizza. And I used to make pizza any way I knew how with all the wrong stuff. And it was actually pretty good. I kind of enjoyed it. Um, at the time, I thought it was pretty good. And then there's been sort of an evolution over the last 40 years or so of the pizza made at home. And I want to show you how it started. We're going to make it the old recipe when I was 10, and now we're going to make the current way I make it, which is still to this day, and it's not so bad. It's actually pretty tasty. So let's get started with that. I think it's going to be really fun to do kind of a taste test of the new and the old, the evolution over 40 years or something. And let's get started. So to me, this looks like a really odd collection of ingredients. If you just showed me this, I don't think I would have any idea what a chef or what I was supposed to make with it. But let's see what we can do. First of all, let's start with the old school method, making pizza. So old school method is I used to start with English muffins. These are sourdough English muffins. These are actually kind of nice. The ones that I had, it wasn't like Thomas's with the nooks and crannies or whatever. I think we had the cheapest ones that was at the cheapest grocery store growing up. So that's what I had to use. So this is maybe a little bit nicer. And then I did have ragu. Growing up, I had ragu, but I don't have any ragu and I'm not going to go buy any of that crap. But I did have this nice marinara sauce, and so I'll use that for both of the pizzas. And then cheese, this is what we had growing up. American Singles. Processed cheese food. It's not even really cheese, but I had to buy it for this recipe, and it's Northern or Northshire brand. Never heard of that. Cheese type product food. Gross. And then I didn't have any pepperoni or sausage or anything like that. So, of course, the only thing we had were hot dogs. This is actually not a bad all beef. This is Farmer John all beef wieners. These are probably better than what I had. So I'm just going to chop these up into little pieces, and we'll get going with the pizza there. All right, so we got the English muffin. We're going to take some of the sauce, put it on here. Man, this is actually really good looking. Marinara. It's got chunks of tomato, garlic in it. Smells really good. This is way too good for this recipe. I gotta tell you. And I always tend to put on too much sauce, and my bread gets soggy. It's just one of the mistakes I always make, and I will continue to make because I like sauce. And I don't care who knows about it. Look at the chunks of tomato in there. Costco just makes really good stuff. And then look at this. The wrapper. Look at the computer printing on there. I used to think this was cheese, and I used to eat it. How do you even open this? It's been so long since I've actually opened a piece of this. Jeez. This is terrible. Oh god, I'm a little nauseous. I can't believe I used to eat this. And then, okay, I have all my hot dogs / pepperonis. My hot dogs / pepperonis. Get this out of the way. And I didn't use all of the hot dog. Because I didn't want to, and I didn't want to eat it either. So I gave the rest of it to Willie, and he was very appreciative of getting the half of the hot dog. All right, and then the piece de resistance, the crowning touch, was this is actually pretty good, and it's like actually grated Parmesan. We used to have the green tube canister, and I don't know what that was, whether it was actually cheese or not, but there we go. And that's it. That is my old school pizza that I used to make. And then let's go ahead with the other one, and then we'll pop them both in the oven side by side. Let's put this here, and we'll see what we come up with. These are ciabatta rolls, which we get from Costco. I don't know if I've used these in anything else. Forgive me if I've already made this, but these things make great little pizzas, and they get crispy on the bottom and nice and soft in the middle, and you can get a whole bag of them for just a few dollars at Costco. And they really make good sandwiches and all kinds of things, so I think this is quite a find here in Scott's Kitchen. So then I think we can get rid of all of this, move this into the center. I think you've seen me do this before. This is just some Stater Brothers pepperoni. It's really good pepperoni. And usually I have a piece or two just because it's yummy. And maybe Willie might get a piece or two, but I don't have very much, so I'm just kind of separating these, and then I'm going to chop them. And I think I have just enough to cover my 4 ciabatta pizza breads. So let's do this way. Just kind of making a diced. Okay, so now's the time when I might add some other kind of seasoning on here, just to make a little bit of spice. I'm not going to put that on my old school ones because I wouldn't have had this then. And what else? Maybe some black pepper. I don't think I would have put black pepper on my pizza. Okay, so then let's go ahead and add this as an homage to the older ones. Just a little bit, a little sprinkling. And then something that I wouldn't have had, since I don't think anybody used spices in the 70s as far as I can tell. Nobody seemed to care about what they were eating. It was from a cardboard box or a can and went in their pie hole. Everybody seemed very happy. So anyway, what a difference we've come to in terms of just the quality of food that we're eating. I don't know, the health value of it, the taste, the variety. It's just such a better time to be a human. Right on, so let's pop these in the oven and give them a toast. I don't know, about 425 for about 10 or 15 minutes. We'll kind of check it along the way and see how it's going. Come on. I don't know why. How did... What leaked under here? I think get this to, okay, that's fine. And then this one, which didn't stick at all. Which one would you rather eat? Here we have our two different pizzas, the evolution of whatever you can find pizza. So let me try this one as kind of a baseline, because this is how I usually make them these days. You can hear the crunch of the crust, but soft in the middle. Pizza sauce tastes great. Little pepperoni and some seasoning. That's good. Very, very good. Now, actually, I'm not really looking forward to tasting this one. I don't know why. Just the hot dogs, I think. And the cheese, did the cheese even melt? I guess cheese is a loose term, right? Doesn't really taste like pizza. It tastes like a chili cheese dog almost, or something. So I'm not gonna have another bite. It's okay, I guess if you needed something to fill your stomach, it's okay, but it's really not that good. But no accounting for taste. Anyway, that was my little experiment of the evolution of these little pizzas that I make, and I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time on Scott's Kitchen. Thanks. Bye-bye.